Growing up, I didn't really have much direction in life. And a big part of the reason why that is because I wasn't really great at anything. I didn't know what my gift was. I was good at a lot of things. I was really good at a lot of things and I was very well rounded, but I wasn't exceptional at any one thing. And this really messed with my confidence as I got older and older and older because as you get older, they pressure you into deciding what you want to do with the rest of your life. They try to make you believe that by the time you're 18, you need to know what you're going to do until you die. And obviously now I know that that's not true, but at the time I just didn't know any better. So I felt like I needed to have that one thing that I was just really, really good at. And like I said, this messed with me. And when that time finally came for me to decide on a major and, decide what I wanted to do with my life, this sent me into a deep, dark depression. I remember I would spend hours upon hours upon hours doing research on different majors. And, I'd always decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be an accountant. And then the next day, no, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an engineer. I want to be, in computer science. I want to be a programmer. I would always do this. This was an everyday thing for me. I could not decide on one major. I didn't know what I wanted to do because I wasn't gifted at any one thing. I didn't have that spike. I didn't have that one spike that I could just be exceptional at. That wasn't me. I was well-rounded. That was my biggest strength. That was my spike. I felt like I could relate to a lot of different people. I felt like I was very empathetic. And I felt like this could apply in just about anything that I wanted to do. So in that way, my strength turned into a weakness because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. It just gave me more options than I knew what to do with. And I knew that, I was pretty good in school. I was pretty intelligent. So I knew that whatever I wanted to do, I could do that, and that's not even me being cocky. That's just the truth. I know that whatever I set my mind to, whether I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer, whatever I wanted to do, I could have done that. But I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want to be confined into one little box. I wanted to express all of myself. And, at the same time, I was trying to learn more about myself because I had spent my whole entire childhood trying to put myself into a box, trying to conform to that system that wants you to do that one thing for the rest of your life. That same system that ties your value to what you do and not who you are. Now, fast forward a few years later, 2020, early 2020, I was working at H&M and I felt in my heart that it was time to quit and follow my dreams. I had about 700 subscribers on YouTube, had about $800 saved up in my bank account, and I just had a vision. I had a vision that I was going to be successful on YouTube. I was putting in the work and I just knew I had to do it. And I knew that I had to work on myself as well and take some time to learn more about myself so that I could really make the content that I wanted to make. Now, after I quit my job, I was still in a state of confusion. I still didn't really know who I was, and I still didn't know what type of content I wanted to produce. At the time, I was making these public interviews and doing all this entertainment-based content, and it was fun at first, but by that point, I was sick and tired of doing that. I didn't like doing the public interviews. I didn't like doing the Tinder videos. I didn't like doing any of that anymore. And this kind of put me into a crisis state. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and YouTube was my only option. It was my only outlet. So if I didn't know what type of content I wanted to make and I just quit my job, you can imagine how I must have been feeling at this time. I was very scared. I tried to put on a facade of being confident, but I was scared. I was really scared. Even though I had the vision, I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I was going to get there. So around this same time, this is when quarantine started. And, I've talked a lot about everything that happened to me during that time and how everything lined up for me to just, do a lot of self-reflection. And around that same time, I ran across this video from Steve Harvey. It was actually a series of videos, but the theme across all of these videos was to live within your gift. And I remember when he said that, it made a lot of sense to me. You find the thing that you're gifted at naturally, and you work at that thing, and you'll become great at it. And I always said, this is something that I always believed. If you become great at what you do, the money will follow. It doesn't matter what it is. You could be a graphic designer, you can be an archaeologist. It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you're great at it, the money will follow. Now, even though this made sense, this just brought me back to square one. I didn't know what my gift was, So it's like, okay, I know I need to live in my gift, but I don't know what my gift is. I don't have any one particular gift. My gift is that I have multiple gifts, and none of those gifts are just like way above the rest of them. Like, I'm athletic, I can write, I can do a lot of different things, but a lot of them aren't really related to each other. So how do I utilize my gift to make the most money and create the most change and become my happiest, best version? Now, like I said, throughout the quarantine, I did a lot of self-reflecting, and I started to learn a lot more about myself. And you can kind of like see this through my videos. As I was making like a lot of ASMR videos, I was really doing that because I wanted a low effort video so that I could spend more time working on myself and learning more about myself. And this really paid off because I was able to establish a set of beliefs for myself and create that foundation of Jordan. Like, this is who Jordan is, and kind of like separate the ego self from the spiritual self and really like get a chance to figure out who I actually was. And all of a sudden, I had this sudden like barrage of new video ideas and inspiration, and I didn't know where it was coming from. But I realize now that I was just getting more in tune with myself and my beliefs, so now I had more to talk about. When I first started YouTube, I remember I was struggling to put up one video a week, and that's because I didn't know anything about myself, so I didn't know what to talk about. How can I share beliefs if I don't know what my own beliefs are? So, now I'm a lot more in tune with myself. I have a lot more to say. Like, I'm making 5 videos a week, and I'm struggling to keep them under 15 minutes long because I just have a lot to talk about, because I know more about myself and I have a clear set of foundational beliefs that I stand by and that I live by. And now, fast forward a couple of months later, I just hit 5,000 subscribers and I'm getting paid on YouTube. And now I realize that I'm doing exactly what Steve Harvey said to do. I'm living within my gift. But the thing is, I had to redefine what that means. I had to redefine what a true actual gift is. A gift is not just one thing. It doesn't have to be just one thing that you're exceptionally good at. Your greatest gift is that you are yourself. Okay, that is the one thing that I want you guys to take away from this video. Because once I realized this secret right here, especially on YouTube, like, if you're yourself on YouTube, you're competing with nobody. You don't have any competition because nobody can be a better version of yourself than you can. And this is something that I really learned from doing those videos that I was doing before, like the public interviews and all the other videos that I was doing for the sake of entertainment and views. Like, all that stuff is cool, like, it's nice to get views and all that, but I'm getting more views now because people see the authenticity in my message, and they see that I'm a man who's in tune with himself. And a man who's in tune with himself can help others get in tune with themselves. And, people can see that I genuinely care. Like, I want you guys to be successful and happy. I want you guys to find the same level of success that I found. But in order to do that, I have to be the best version of myself that I can be. I can't help you guys if I'm not being myself. You guys wouldn't watch me if I wasn't being myself. You just go watch somebody else. If I wanted to be like a knockoff Steezy Kane, y'all would just go watch Steezy Kane instead, because I can't be a better version of him than he can be of himself. And the same applies the other way around. He can't be a better version of me than I can be of myself. Your greatest gift is the fact that you are yourself. You are the only one of you. If you become who you truly are and you become more in tune with yourself, you are unstoppable. At that point, you're living in your gift. You're living in your gift by being yourself, and the money will follow, and everything else that you desire will follow. And these will be true desires, the things that you really truly want, because you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So if you're being yourself, everything that you attract into your life will be meant for you. You're one of a kind. You're the only one of you. And it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It really doesn't, because people are always going to have opinions on you, no matter what. There's going to be haters. Okay, I have haters. Everyone has haters. And when you have haters, that's how you know you're doing good. Because usually when people hate on others, it's because they're doing things that they don't know how to do. And, I try to help my haters too. I want my haters to succeed just as much as I want my supporters to succeed. I want everyone to be successful and happy, because I feel like everyone deserves to feel the way that I feel every day. Being proud to be who you actually are. You can't put a price tag on that. The money is cool. The money is great. And I know that I'm going to make a lot more as I become more of who I am. And as I learn more about myself and share more of myself with you guys and provide value in that way. But at the end of the day, it's about the impact that you're able to make. Being able to lead by example. Showing others the way to liberation and happiness and freedom. That's the real payout. Another common idea that's expressed by a lot of wealthy people, or really all wealthy people, is that you need to learn how to provide value to other people. That's the easiest way and the best way to make money. It's really the only way to make money, by providing value. You have to provide value to people in order to create wealth. The more value you're able to provide, the more wealth you're able to create. That's why I make money on YouTube, because I provide value to you guys. And how do I do that? I provide value by being myself. That is how you provide the most value that you can provide in this life, is by being your true authentic self. If you have a vision and you have this intuitive feeling that you need to be doing something, that your life needs to go in a certain direction, you have that feeling for a reason. That's going to take you to who you truly are. That's going to help you find more of yourself and thus provide more value to other people and thus find more abundance in all of its forms on this earth and even beyond this earth. Spiritual abundance. You'll become more spiritually in tune with yourself, mentally, emotionally, learning to embrace all of yourself and owning all of your insecurities and turning them into strengths, and rejecting the conditioning by the system, breaking out of the matrix, and then showing others the way. That's how you provide value. And that's why I know I'm going to be rich one day. Really, I'm already rich. I'm already rich spiritually, mentally. I'm living my best life right now. And even when I do get a lot of money, it's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm still going to be doing the same things every day, just in my own house, with a nicer car. All that extra stuff is nice, but at the end of the day, when you adopt that mindset of abundance and step into who you truly are and provide as much value as possible to other people, that's how you become abundant in this life. Your biggest asset in this life is the fact that you are yourself. And a really great way to acquire wealth after learning to provide value is investing in more assets. Invest in yourself. Invest in your knowledge base. Invest in your beliefs. Invest money and time into yourself. Go to the gym. Get yourself right. Get your body right. Get your mind right. Meditate. Journal. Do these things to help yourself and invest in yourself, because you are a gift to the universe. You are the only one of you. You're the rarest commodity that there is. So you need to take care of yourself as if you are that. Treat yourself with respect. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. And I know it sounds really cliche and everybody says this, but there's a reason why every successful person tells you this. You need to invest in yourself. Like I said, during quarantine, I took a lot of time to really find myself. And once I found myself, I doubled down. What I found is that the profit margin is unlimited. It's infinite. You just keep becoming a better version of yourself each and every day when you step into this mindset of investing in yourself. So yeah, for anybody that's feeling lost in life, if you feel like you don't have a gift, if you feel like you're not gifted at anything, just know that you are gifted. You're gifted in the fact that you exist, in the fact that you're the only one of you that does exist in this universe. So take advantage of that. Invest in yourself and provide as much value as you possibly can, and inherit that lifestyle of abundance.